Seven Pillars of Wisdom is the autobiography of British soldier T.E. Lawrence, chronicling his role as a liaison officer with Arab rebel forces during the Arab Revolt against the Ottoman Empire from 1916 to 1918. Written between 1922 and 1926, the title is derived from a verse in the book of Proverbs. Wisdom hath builded her house, she hath hewn out her 7 pillars. Originally, Lawrence had planned a book about 7 great cities in the Middle East under this title, but after abandoning that project, he repurposed it for his wartime memoirs. The work explores themes of war, colonialism, and the foreignness of being an outsider in an unfamiliar land. The book was rewritten from memory after Lawrence lost the original manuscript, and it received widespread acclaim upon publication, although some critics suggest it reads more like a novel than an autobiography. It is perhaps most famous for inspiring the 1962 film Lawrence of Arabia, directed by David Lean and starring Peter O'Toole and Omar Sharif, which won the Academy Award for Best Picture. The narrative unfolds against the backdrop of the decline of the Ottoman Empire and the Arab Revolt. It begins with Lawrence, an Oxford scholar, working on an archaeological dig in the Middle East as World War I erupts. Soon he is commissioned into the British Army and joins the Hejaz Expeditionary Force, where he serves as the British liaison to the Arab leadership in their struggle against Ottoman rule. At the time, the Ottoman Empire, aligned with Germany, controls much of the Middle East, and Britain believes that supporting the Arab Revolt could help undermine Ottoman power and weaken Turkey's position in the war. A central figure in Lawrence's mission is Sherif Hussein, the Emir of Mecca, a descendant of the Prophet Muhammad with special religious authority in the region. Hussein had ruled Mecca for nearly 900 years before being deposed by the Ottomans and is imprisoned in Constantinople, though treated with respect. His 4 sons, Ali, Abdullah, Faisal, and Zeid, are educated in elite schools, and upon their return to the Middle East, they take leadership roles in the Arab Revolt. Although the Arab lands are divided into various tribes, most acknowledge Sherif Hussein as their rightful leader. However, with no unified army and Hussein captured, the Arab Revolt lacks organization. Tribal leaders must individually negotiate service, and their forces are confined to their respective territories. Lawrence enters the conflict with the goal of uniting these fragmented tribes into a single, cohesive force against Ottoman rule. Much of the narrative unfolds in the vast deserts of Arabia, where Lawrence and his allies march across the barren landscape, seeking remote tribes to join their cause. He recounts these events firsthand, detailing the journey as their caravan of camels travels between various camps. Though Lawrence is an academic by training rather than a professional soldier, he proves to be a skilled advisor to the Arab leadership, offering valuable counsel on military strategy. He demonstrates a talent for planning attacks and executing them effectively. Among his many contributions, Lawrence becomes an expert in wiring railroad bridges to explode, disrupting Ottoman supply lines and weakening their hold on the region. His sabotage efforts are instrumental in the defeat of the Turks, particularly when the destruction of key bridges forces Turkish troops to retreat from the Jordan Valley, allowing the Arab army to advance and eventually recapture Medina. Initially a stranger to the Arab lands, unfamiliar with the language and customs, Lawrence quickly adapts. He learns Arabic and immerses himself in Arab culture, forming a particularly close bond with Faisal, whom he comes to regard as both a friend and a comrade. Adopting Arab dress, he is fully accepted by the Arab leadership. By the end of the revolt, Lawrence is known among his men as Lawrence of Arabia. After the war, Lawrence returns to England, profoundly changed by his experiences in the desert. Thomas Edward Lawrence, also known as T.E. Lawrence, was a British archaeologist, military officer, diplomat, and author. He is best remembered for his pivotal role in the Arab Revolt against the Ottoman Empire during World War I. In addition to 7 Pillars of Wisdom, his major works include a translation of Homer's Odyssey and the French novel The Forest Giant. His legacy as Lawrence of Arabia has been immortalized in film, fiction, theater, and an authorized biography. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.